Hello, friends. So, as per usual, I'm coming back to you after a big bike ride, so you'll have to excuse my disheveled tiredness and whatnot. Anyway, sweatiness, really. Grapes were on sale again, so I'm eating some more red grapes from Chile. They're really good. All right, today I want to talk about mind control and controlling your mind. Two types of mind control. You know, the word mind control is kind of like an 80s Twilight Zone Manchurian Candidate kind of term, if you know what I'm talking about. Like, I think of like Total Recall from Arnold Schwarzenegger, or like a Bond villain doing subliminal messaging with the protagonist strapped to a chair, being forced, Ben Stiller, what's that movie? Zoolander style, right? So yeah, they're trying to tell you something, because the word mind control really isn't used much anymore, but it was real popular back in the 80s and 90s, I guess. And today we call it engagement, marketing. There's a whole host of terms. A lot of them have to do with social media. But originally it was the television that was kind of the device of mass mind control. And if you look into the history of who created the television and what they were into, it's really interesting. I guess I'll have to do a video about the origin of the television at some point. It's fascinating and really funny. Anyway, as I've mentioned many times, pretty much everyone is trying to control your mind that has public cachet, public clout, or value in society. The value of currency, I guess, popularity, celebrities. Why do people listen to what celebrities have to say? It's like they might be fantastic actors. They might be fantastically good looking or something like that. But why would that make their opinions on music or sports teams or politics or anything else even remotely relevant? No one should care what a celebrity has to think unless they have some background in the field that they're commenting on. It's really interesting. I don't really know how many people take celebrities seriously, but they must, because when you go to the grocery store, there's like magazines of the lifestyle of celebrities, like, and whatever, maybe it's just a way to pass time, right? Anyway, in many ways, whether it's through commercials or the way a grocery store is designed, or the way that public education works and how it was created by Wilhelm Wundt and goes back to the Prussian system of creating soldiers. What do you have, bells? Why do they make kids walk in straight in lines, like single file lines in middle school? Isn't that interesting? I mean, we've all experienced this, but it's really wild when you think about it. I think we sort of block off some of this stuff that happened to us as children, except those with hippie parents who sent their kids to Waldorf or something like that. I don't know. Do you have Waldorf where you are? Here in Texas, where I'm at, Waldorf is kind of a hippie school. I doubt they make kids walk in straight, like, single file lines at Waldorf. But they like do mathematics with gnomes, like 2 gnomes times 3 gnomes is 6 gnomes, stuff like that. Anyway, that sounds cool. Sounds good. But anyway, pretty much everything is trying to control your mind, and it's basically gone down to a science, right? I mean, it's really easy to see in advertising, and that's where kind of the lifeblood of this society is dollars, is money, is currency. That's and so that's where mind control is really being used, because that's, to the system, that's the most important thing to control. That's where the magic is being done, And then you tie that in with attention, and how movies and television and magazines and sport It's all about captivating the audience's attention, currency, attention. This is the sort of energy source that mind control is trying to shift and leverage. So ironically, I was just really thinking about this as I was biking today. The only way to exist in a society, it's almost like you're on like an ocean in a storm or something, and all this mind control currency and all of these tidal forces are like the different interest groups competing and vying for your attention. The only way to stay afloat and to really be able to direct your ship, if you will, in a direction that you will, is to have control over your mind, to have mind control or control of your mind. And I guess for me, that's one of the big benefits of meditation. And it's also really one of the big reasons that ever since I was about 9 or 13 and started thinking about things like this, asking questions about why society is designed the way that it's designed, it's that practice of asking these questions is a type of contemplation, a type of living philosophy. And to take these questions seriously, like, what does this person want from me? What do they want me to believe? What do they want me to agree with? Why do they need me to agree with them? What is being argued here? Like in this commercial, why are the male characters being presented in this way? Why are the female characters being presented in this way? If you think that any of the small decisions on television or movies are accidental, that's just not how this thing works. It's been this system of understanding what people respond to is way more in depth. And it's way more important, as I mentioned, with all the currency and money involved, to just leave anything up to chance. So everything is chosen for a very specific reason. And asking these kinds of questions about what it's really the most important thing I'm talking about is content, because that you consume, like on media, social media, and other places, billboards, conversation with other people too, because a lot of the conversation that people have is derivative of what they saw on television. If you pay close attention, you can see that, at least for me, like at work or just like idle conversation, almost all of it has a root like in some show or something that was seen on news, or one person is showing another person like an Instagram post or something they like. So this is really the lifeblood of the normie world conversation, and that's fine, but I don't really want to be a part of it, because that's not quite the way to say it. It's that I still want to be steering my ship, as I was saying. And so having control over your mind is absolutely vital. As much control as you possibly can. And that starts with being able to realize that you're being influenced, or that you're being potentially influenced, and to listen to yourself thinking. And I'm going to talk more about this because it's just one of my favorite topics. But for now, and mostly just because of the sort of, wordplay of it, of mind control and controlling your mind. If you don't control your mind, I guarantee you someone else is going to. That's how it works. And so, hope you guys are having a great day. I'll see you on the next one, and enjoy life. Enjoy it all.